Hey everybody, it's Gundam. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a pretty exciting review. I finally am going to show you guys, I want to say, okay, I know this is probably going to sound really cheesy to some of you guys, but this has been like my most anticipated model that I have been wanting to acquire for quite some time. Like as soon as I saw it released, I was just like, I have to get this. I have to get this. And I missed the first go around, unfortunately. I did. I slept on the pre-order, and then by the time I went to try to get it, it was completely shut down, and I was like, just great. And I'm too frugal, if that's the right word, or cheap, however you want to say it, to go on eBay and buy this kit for ridiculously scalper prices. I refuse to give the scalpers my money. So I waited, and then Bandai, P Bandai on the US side did another release, I guess, and I pre-ordered it months ago. Months. I completely forgot it was even coming in the mail because I literally did this months ago. I can't remember when, but I'm telling you, it's been a long time. And then it showed up at my doorstep, and I was like, what is this package? I was like, okay, I opened it, I was like, it's a freaking Gundam I wanted. So before I continue rambling, this is the cutie that I'm going to be talking to you guys about. This is the Rose Gundam. If you guys don't know, it's amazing. I'm gonna tell you right now, 10 out of 10 for me. 10 out of 10. I freaking love this guy. Okay, well, let me leave my thoughts to the conclusion. So this is the front of the box, the sides of the box. You got some poses. It's in your typical P Bandai, you know, kind of coloring, this weird thing that they always do. I don't know what the term is for this, but I kind of wish they didn't do this, but all P Bandai kits kind of have the same theme going on. Now, aside from me liking this kit and saying it's a 10 out of 10, there are some downsides. Well, typically one downside is that it's expensive. It's freaking expensive. I spent close to $50 maybe, or $45 with shipping. Like, it was really expensive for me to spend $45 on just a basic high grade. It's not even a real grade, a high grade. Okay, it's very steep. So yeah, you're paying for the premium model. You know, sometimes I really wonder what Bandai's thinking is, because I know if they mass produced this or whatever, or just did a regular release, a lot of people would buy it. But I don't know if they don't feel confident in how well it would sell, so they just, you know, make a limited batch and do the whole P Bandai thing, which kind of sucks because, again, you're obviously it's gonna make it way more expensive. And if you didn't get the pre-order, then you can go on eBay and it's really freaking expensive. I mean, I've seen them go for like $80, $90, $100, which seems ludicrous to me because it's just a high grade. It's just a high grade, not even a master grade. So you could get so many models for that price of like $90. So that's pretty much the only negative I gotta say. Is just, it's really expensive. And I kind of wish Bandai would go more out of their comfort zone and make more interesting models like this than just, you know, unicorn variants. Or as much as I like the granddaddy, you know, the 5 billion thousand RX-782 variants we have, it would be nice if they kind of, you know, did more models than just the ones that they always seem to be doing. I don't know why they keep doing that. Maybe it's just the best bottom line, you know, the easiest way to make money is to just keep doing variants and safe designs. But I really wish, I mean, you guys already, there's so many people online talking about the Tequila Gundam. I will be right there with them. I will buy that Tequila Gundam so fast, just like I did this one that I missed the pre-order of, but I did it the second time around. So yeah, that would be my biggest wish, is, you know, for Bandai to make more cool kits like this guy, because this guy was so much fun. I had so much fun putting it together, and I can't wait to show you guys on the video. So let me get into today's video. All right, so you get a total of 5 different types of hands. You have 2 over here that hold weapons, 1 open, and then 2 closed-fisted hands. So I like that there's different options you can use, although I really wish they would have included 2 of these open hands. That would have been really nice. All right, next up here we have a very simple core lander, which is pretty nice touch to be included in a high grade. You get 3 swords, which is pretty nice, and you have here this fancy one. Very fancy for a distinguished gentleman. 4 of these rose bit parts, and these are actually really nice. Take a look at that detail on the inside. I absolutely love these little things. I wish there was more, but hey, at least you get 4, right? So it could be worse. You also get effect parts for the rose bits. Hey, this kit, guys, like, is absolutely amazing, all the stuff you get. And it kind of looks like this. There's another attachment as well. But this looks so nice. You get so much stuff. And lastly, you get this really nice clear blue stand. Okay, so here's the kit all snapped up and put together. This is what it's gonna look like straight out the box. As you guys can see, he looks really good for not even being panel lined or top coated, as that's typically what I do with my kits. I just panel line, top coat. There was some not seam lights, but nub marks. You can get this to focus, like right there. Had to sand down a little bit. They were very obvious. And he's got some other nub marks running around here, I think at the legs. But overall, the most annoying ones were definitely the 2 here at the head. So just so you guys are aware. All right, so let's take a look at this guy's articulation. Starting off with the head. So for the head, he can look up and down pretty far. And you can also do the little turkey gobble neck and even do a full 360 all the way around, which is nice. I was thinking it'd be obstructed by this kind of weird head, but nope. So pretty good articulation for the head. Now moving on to the shoulders. As you guys can see, he's got a pretty fancy looking shoulder over here, but take a look at all this. Each flap is articulated. So that is pretty freaking cool. And also for the arm, it is able to come out that far until it's obstructed over here. And forwards this far, backwards that far, so a decent range of motion. Here at the elbow, you can do a bend all the way and also swivel it at the top portion of the arm. And here, you can also swivel this all the way around. And of course the hands on a ball joint, so that can just be done in whatever direction. Here for the other shoulder, these flaps right here are also articulated. For the torso here, unfortunately, there's not an ab crunchy in the center, but as you guys can see, there is a kind of forwards and backwards motion, and he can swivel all the way around. Oops. For the waist and / hip area, he does have side skirts that are on a ball joint, but you really can't move them too much because they will pop off. So I want to say that's about as much as you're going to get to, because that's what happens when you push it too far. Back skirt is fixed, so is the front. So the only ones that are articulated are these little side skirts. Now for the legs area, so they can come out about that far, go inward about that much. They can do a full bend, about 90 degrees, about this is right-ish, maybe a little bit more than 90 degrees. Okay, he can, with the side skirt on, he's able to kind of kick out an angle about that much before he's gonna pop that off. Now, while that's off, I wanna show you guys here inside. You guys can see that little part right there. It's like a hinge almost, so you're able to kind of move the legs out a little bit further than normal because that is on a hinge mechanism. As you guys see, it moves both legs. So you're able to get a little bit more articulation because of that. Now here for the foot, you have this little kind of foot cover, armor piece, and it goes up and down, you know, and it's side to side just a little bit. Now for the bottom or the back side of the ankle, there's another piece of armor that also can swivel a little bit, has a little bit of range of motion. Backward about that much, forward about that much, and then side to side a pretty decent amount, surprisingly, considering this armor. I would think it wouldn't be that as good as it is because normally this part is somewhat obstructed, but he can have a pretty decent angle even considering that armor right there. Okay, so starting off here, here is the Rose Gundam next to the high grade Ariel. As you can see, he's a little bit smaller, but I think most of these Gundams from this line are on the smaller side. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong, but from what the high grades I have built, they all tend to be a little bit on the smaller side. And here he is next to a master grade Zaku. There he is next to the God Gundam, and he's even shorter than the God Gundam. Probably about the size of the Noble Gundam is my best guess. But yeah, pretty short stature as you guys see. So to use as accessories, here you have a little sword hilt. This is gonna pop into place just like that, and it can swivel pretty much a good amount. And for his little shoulder cape, you actually have some holes in here. And then you're gonna take this attachment and it just pops into place just like this. And that's how you will use this part if you want it to be attached to the cape. And these sections actually pop out just like that. All 4 of these. And then what you're going to do is you have 2 sets of these. So you can't just do one if you want, or you can do both. This one, it just pops into here like that. And you have like these little square pieces, get this camera to focus, square pieces on each kind of end. And so what you're going to do is you're going to take this and it's going to, you guys can see it right there, and you're just going to slide this into place just like that. And it can also go in down here. Just like that. And then you take these attachments and they go popped into these cape pieces. Just like that. You can kind of pose them in, you know, whatever direction. Oops. No. That you would like. But yeah, I mean, you can kind of plan this out better, but that's generally how this thing works. And it just goes popped into the base just like that. Pretty easy. All right, so let us see what poses this guy can pull off. Alright, so in conclusion, for my review, my final thoughts. Should you get this guy? Absolutely. Only if it's at a decent price. Because if you're looking to spend $100 to pick this up, I say absolutely not. That's not worth the money. I'm sorry. If you're a huge fan, then okay, I guess go for it. But I have a feeling that they're gonna probably redo pre-orders for this guy, or you know, reprint it down the line and then you can scoop it up. I would not spend $100 or $80 or $90 on this kit. I honestly wouldn't. That's why when I missed the first time around, went on eBay and I saw those prices, I said, heck no, absolutely not. I will wait my turn in line. And I did, and now he's here. Even then, the $45, $50, I can't remember because it's been so long ago. That to me is still steep of a price tag for this kit, because again, it's not a real grade. It's just a basic high grade. So yeah, it's expensive. It really is. It's expensive for what it is. But I'm happy to have it in my collection. I had a lot of time. I had a lot of fun building it. I like the accessories. I like the articulation. I like the details. I really don't have anything bad to say about it other than the price. That's really it. Now, if this were to be released as a master grade, I would be so happy. Will Bandai do that? Probably not. I'm not getting my hopes up for any master grades that I want them to do, because they haven't done a single master grade that I have wanted. So, you know, the Bandai gods are clearly not listening to me because yeah, I don't know what's going on over there. Every single master grade that I have hoped for has not come out. And yeah, that's that. But hey, at least I got this interesting model. So I'm at least happy Bandai is going in the right direction with their models. And it's not more unicorns and more X782s and the same models over and over and over again. So, you know, I just hope that they step further out of their comfort zone and give us a Tequila Gundam, give us more interesting Gundams to build, you know, aside from your typical stuff that they release over and over again. So yeah, anyways, that's it for my thoughts. I say absolutely grab him, add him to your collection. 10 out of 10 for me. And that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you around for the next one. Adios. And I want to give a big thank you to all the people over my Patreon who support my channel, especially my gold tier members who are Chris Wright and Michael Lyons, my silver tier, just Doug Gunsmith, and all my ultimate fans who are Hassan Boz and William Tony. Thank you guys for all the support.